Efren Navarro, 3, 4, and 5 due up for the Cubs in the top of the fourth inning. 39 pitches thrown for Wilkerson, 31 strikes. He has been around the zone all day. Kevin, who are the preparedness event sponsors?
So our sponsors today are the City of Colorado Springs Office of Emergency Management, El Paso County Office of Emergency Management, UC Health, and AMR.
And you were one of the parties responsible for bringing in the helicopter that landed on the field pregame, correct?
That's correct, yes sir. We have a planning team that's been meeting discussing how to engage and get prepared for today's event, and one of those elements was a helicopter dropping the game ball off.
A foul brings the count to 1 and 2. Navarro, Zagunis, and Caratini due up for the Cubs. They have 2 singles, but nothing more than that. Aaron Wilkerson has struck out 2 and walked none. 1-2 to the left-handed hitting Navarro. There's a fastball missing up. It's 2-2. Our guest in the Captain D's broadcast booth here in the top of the fourth inning is Kevin Madsen, Deputy Director of the Office of Emergency Management in Colorado Springs. 2-2 lifted foul left side, backing out of play. Kevin, tell our listeners about the preparedness participants that you mentioned and what important information they should know as we approach the summer months.
Of course. So we have numerous participating agencies in addition to our sponsors for today. Members from the Humane Society, the American Red Cross, our partners at El Paso Teller 911. We also have the Medical Reserve Corps, our search and rescue partners, and other agencies here today. And we want everyone to go out and visit those participants at the end of the game today and learn more about what they have to offer.
Navarro sneaks a ground ball through the hole on the right side under the glove of the diving first baseman Andres Blanco. Navarro is 2 for 2 with a pair of singles. He has 2 of his team's 3 hits. That brings up Mark Zagunis, who flew out to center his first time up. Kevin, how many folks do you have at the ballpark today?
We've got probably several dozen participants out here today. Of those agencies I mentioned earlier, we also have our partners from Colorado Springs Utilities and the fire department. So we've got not only a good group of folks, but also a lot of heavy equipment out there, from fire trucks to ambulances, and a lot of other equipment from search and rescue as well.
This is, I imagine, a busy time of year for you with threat of fire and also people just getting out and doing more stuff in the summer months. How do people prepare for the multiple hazards that they may encounter here in the next few weeks and months?
Well, and that's a good thing, a good point to bring up there also. We want everyone to think about not just fire as a season or incident-based response. We want everyone to think about being prepared year-round. You know, we kind of get out more frequently in the summer months, but those threats could occur throughout the year. So looking at it from an annual preparedness effort. So we want everyone to kind of get out there and learn more about what they can do to prepare themselves, their pets, their family, and loved ones that may be in the community as well.
0-2 is chopped to the shortstop Moore. Zagunis is retired at first. Only play was to first base for Moore, who may have had a chance at a double play if the ball was hit any harder. Advancing to second is Efren Navarro. That's out number 1 here in the fourth inning, and that brings in Victor Caratini, who has the other hit for the Cubs so far today. Our guest in the Captain D's broadcast booth is Kevin Madsen, Deputy Director of the Office of Emergency Management in Colorado Springs. Left-handed hitting Caratini had a single his first time. Big burly first baseman has been seen behind the plate so far in this series as well, as the first pitch, off-speed pitch from Wilkerson, misses outside, ball 1. Some good positional flexibility for the Cubs between Caratini and Davis, and making a start today in left field, the slick fielding Efren Navarro. Wilkerson in the stretch, a check of the runner Navarro at second. And the 1-0 pitch misses outside again, this time with a fastball. It's 2-0. Kevin, can you share some information about what the city and county does to prepare? Because while a lot of it is on the people, I know you guys have to be ready for whatever may happen.
It's a very good point. So the city and the county work collaboratively along with our other regional partners on assessing what risk we have in the community and how we can prepare for those. Each of our organizations have an operations center that we pull all of our partners together to look at road and bridge, streets, police, fire, and talk about the plans of what we would do to respond to those events.
Caratini may have been looking fastball on 2-0. Instead, he stares at a 67-mile-per-hour breaking pitch for a strike. Now the 2-1. Misses high. It's 3-1 with first base open and Taylor Davis waiting on deck. Kevin, what are the top 3 items you'd like everyone to leave this conversation with today?
Well, I think we've had a lot of good things to talk about today, and there's a lot of good information in the booths outside. The key things I think everyone should know is make sure they have a plan. Have a preparedness kit, have something that they can do to be ready for that event. Number 2 is to be aware, and the best way to be aware is to sign up for our emergency notification systems that is routed through El Paso Teller 911. Go to their website, sign up for it, get those emergency notifications. And the last thing, do what we can to help the community be engaged and take the time to learn more about those risks and what you can do to prepare for yourselves.
All very, very good pieces of advice. Victor Caratini draws a walk. He fills first base. Wilkerson has only thrown 14 balls so far, but 4 of them were in that plate appearance, and that brings up the catcher, Taylor Davis. Davis takes a slow breaking pitch off the outside corner, ball 1. Davis tried to bunt for a base hit his first time up. It went down as a sacrifice, advancing Caratini to second base, rolling up the third base line. 2 runners on and 1 down for the Cubs in the top of the 4th inning, trying to break a scoreless tie in the series finale here in Colorado Springs. Wilkerson from the stretch, a stare down between him and Navarro at second base, who was dancing 10 to 12 feet off the base, and as a result, time is called. You a big baseball fan, Kevin?
I am. Yeah, it's actually the first time I've been out to see a game. We're new to the area.
Very nice. So am I, and it's a wonderful, wonderful part of the country, and a lot of things can be done outside. 2-0 now the count to Davis. Wilkerson for the first time struggling to throw strikes, and John Perrin is beginning to warm in the Sky Sox pen. Actually not certain that that's Perrin, but we'll get an ID on him. Pickoff attempt at second base. Navarro dives in safely. It was the second baseman Orff coming in, so not the daylight play, but a pickoff attempt nonetheless. Looks like it's Aaron Brooks warming for the Sky Sox in the pen. Wilkerson's pitch count up to 54. Remember, too, that this is his first time starting since a DL stint with a groin injury. 2-0 fastball misses somewhere, apparently up, according to home plate umpire and crew chief Blake Felix, and the count is 3-0. Waiting on deck is Jacob Hanneman. Nothing all that well hit so far for the Cubs in this inning. 3-0 right down the middle with a fastball. It's 3-1. Navarro led off the inning with a ground ball base hit through the hole on the right side. Zagunis tapped out to short, advancing Navarro to second, and then Caratini drew a 5-pitch walk. Wilkerson from the stretch, a long wait. The 3-1, a fastball misses high. Back-to-back walks for Aaron Wilkerson have loaded the bases here in the 4th inning. Kevin, this inning is going on a little bit long here. Again, our guest in the Captain D's broadcast booth, Kevin Madsen, the Deputy Director of the Office of Emergency Management, Colorado Springs, and as Fred Dabney heads out to the mound, we want to give Kevin one more opportunity to tell our listeners who may not be here in person how they can contact you or learn more about why you're here at the ballpark.
Sounds great. Thank you so much for that. The city operates a website called csready.org. Great website. Has a link to sign up for the emergency notification system. Good information about getting prepared and planned. So I definitely encourage everybody to go to that csready.org website. Also, I just want to share for those that aren't here at the ballpark today, we do have a scavenger hunt for the participants. We have 16 agencies out there, and if you get 2 stamps from each of the 4 zones, you can actually get free tickets for another game. So we encourage everybody at the end of the game, go over to the preparedness event that's occurring outside, get those cards stamped, and really engage with our participants that are out here today, taking the time to share from their agencies about pet safety, preparedness, talk about our community members from the Independence Center, partners at CSU, Colorado Springs Utilities, and of course, police and fire.
Thanks again to Kevin Madsen, Deputy Director of the Office of Emergency Management, here in Colorado Springs. A very good idea to bring it out to the people here, and hopefully a very receptive audience. Thanks again for visiting us.
Okay, sounds great. Thank you so much.
Mound visit is over. Fred Dabney retreats to the dugout. Hopefully he has imparted some words of wisdom to Aaron Wilkerson as Jacob Hanneman, the left-handed hitting center fielder, steps in with the bases juiced and one down. Called strike from Wilkerson to Hanneman, who flew out to shallow left field his first time up. Scoreboard out of operation right now. Lifted foul left side, backing out of play. At third base is Efren Navarro. He led off the inning with a single. At second is Victor Caratini, and at first, Taylor Davis. Those two both reached via the walk. Infield playing back, trying for a double play. Check swing with a fastball that misses just high. Looked good from up here. And the count, I believe, is now 1-2. Wilkerson from the stretch. Slow breaking pitch. Misses the outside corner. And the count is 2-2. Wilkerson's pitch count up to 62. The 2-2 lifted in the air towards left. Broxton underneath it, setting up for a throw. Navarro at third base bluffs a tag, but he will stay put as an accurate throw from Broxton hits Opitz, the cutoff man, for out number 2. Big out for Wilkerson, and a look into the dugout, perhaps communicating with Rick Sweet that he wants a chance to get out of this jam that he worked himself into. Sweet on the top step of the dugout, and in a return from injury, Wilkerson's leash may be a bit shorter than otherwise it would be. Two down, bases still loaded. Chesney Young, the right-handed hitting third baseman, steps in. Young, batting .274 on the year, flew out to right towards the line his first time up. First pitch from Wilkerson, a fastball misses high, ball 1. Bethancourt sets up outside. The 1-0 hits the spot set up by Bethancourt. Breaking pitch on the outside corner for a strike, 1-1. On deck is the pitcher's spot, and Hedges is currently there to bat for himself if he gets the chance. That may change, though no one is warming in the Cubs' pen. 1-1 is swung on and hit in the air, left side of the infield, back of short. Out is Moore, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Wilkerson does escape the bases-loaded jam, and we remain in a scoreless tie.